Okay, so in 7 months of 2025, 8849 has released the Tank 4, the Tank 4 Pro, and the Titan 2. Well, they're not done yet. I have the all-new 8849 Hike. This is the first model of a brand new series of devices that's designed for outdoor adventure. The 8849 Hike is a familiar device that we already have. That's right, a very familiar device. So let's talk about it. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Zach back with another video. So I feel like I'm an ambassador to the 8849 brand, which is not a bad thing because I really do like their devices. But the 8849 Hike is more of a familiar device that brings some stuff new to the table, but it's a familiar device of a phone that we already have. So let's talk a little more about it, right? Let's talk about some of the specs of this device. So the 8849 Hike has a 6.79-inch 120Hz IPS display. It's rocking an MT6789 processor known as the G99 processor. It has 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, SD card support, dual SIM support. It supports IP68 military standard. As far as the cameras, it's a 50 megapixel camera with a night sight camera also. And in the front, you got a 32 megapixel camera. Now, this device gets you up to 2K resolution. Now, the battery size of the Tank Hike, right, of the 8849 Hike is a 23,800 milliamp battery, which is insane, right? Now, this device is running Android 14 to boot, which is one OS behind. Hopefully, we will get updates this year with all these devices that they're releasing. Hopefully, right? But these are going to be the specs of the 8849. So let's go over more with this device. So check this out. All right, guys, so let's go over the 8849 Hike device, right? This is a new series of devices that 8849 Unihertz is coming out with. So let's go over it. This device is designed for outdoor use, long battery life, decent performance, and everything else in between. Now, what I mean by this device is made for outdoor use, it does have features that's centered around outdoor use. But this device is more of a familiar device that we all know, which is going to be the Tank 2 Pro. Now, the Tank 2 Pro has a projector on it, but both of these devices is pretty much the same. And the reason why is because when I took this device out of the box, it had the Tank emblem right on top, just so you know. Also, it has basically the same specs as the Tank and the Tank 2 Pro. And when we go in it, I want to kind of show you guys some of the specs here. This is going to be the Tank 2 Pro. This is going to be the Hike. All right, familiar devices, pretty much the same. When you look at it, right, and you go to device, the Hike says Tank 2 Pro. The Tank 2 Pro says Tank 2 Pro. So it's all labeled the same. It also has the same processor in it, which is the MT6789. Just so you know, it has the same build quality, the same RAM. When you go into system, it's going to let you know that you got the G99 processor in here, which you got the G99 processor here. Look like we got the same processor in both devices, which is the 6789. And we got, right here, 6789. Also, if we go to battery stats, okay, the battery stats let you know about the health of the battery, and it lets you know that this is a 23,800 milliamp battery right here. And let me go and turn the brightness down on this one. You got 23,800 milliamp battery here. Okay, so when we look at this and we go to the cameras and we go to the cameras, it lets you know that you got a 100 megapixel camera here, but you got a 50 megapixel camera here. 32 megapixel camera in the front. We got 2K recording here. Okay, so let's go back into system, and I want y'all guys to see this. Both of the devices have L3, wideband L3. So if you know what wideband L3 is the level of security support. If you're watching Netflix or something like that, you will only get HD viewing. But if you're watching YouTube, yes, you can upscale it to a higher resolution. But if you're watching Netflix or something like that on these devices, you only go get HD, just so you know. So yes, the wideband L3 on both of them. Again, the Hike or the Tank 2 Pro, another version of the Tank 2 Pro, does have some outdoor features that kind of unique from everything else, which is when you go to the toolbox, let you know it has what's called a super flashlight. As you see here at the top, right, you got 2 flashlights. So when you turn this on, okay, you got 2 flashlights here. Now, as soon as you turn on the flashlights, the fans kick in very, very fast. I mean, well, they say loud, but the fans does kick in. So you do have lights, and this is pretty cool if you're going to be outside at night and you want to use your device as a flashlight. You could do that. Okay, but you could turn it off, but you still have the other light, which is the camping light. Okay, so you do have the camping light available for you. And go here. So you do have the camping light, and yes, you can use both apps at the same time. So you can turn on the light at the top, and you got the camping light here. So basically you got 2 lights, and this is, again, in a picnic scenario, an outdoor scenario, or you just need some extra light. This device is ready for outdoor use. Just so you know, for people that's looking for a bright light or somebody that's looking for a camping light, what this device is here to give you. Let's talk about the unboxing experience. In the box, what I do like is that you got a pre-installed screen protector here, but when you open up the box, you do get an extra screen no, you don't get it. Yes, you do get an extra screen protector, which is pretty nice, right? So you do get an extra screen protector. You get the user manual, and you get the 120-watt charger, and you do get a charging cable in the box, just so you know.
The Chosen.
Okay, so I've only been having the 8849 Hike for about a week. As of me recording this video, there's a few unknowns with this device, right? As far as price, as of me recording this video, don't know the price, and I don't know when this device will get updated to Android 15. And as you know, any updates with any of these Tank devices or 8849 devices or Unihertz devices, I will be the first to make a video about it. Now, overall, my impressions of the 8849 Hike is big, it's bulky, the battery life lasts forever and ever and ever. It's a pretty speedy device for everyday use. The cameras are what it is, right? And the display is okay. The speakers on here is massive. Screen protector already included, 120-watt charger included in the box. So overall, my impressions using, these devices for a very long time, it's a very familiar device, especially when you're coming from a Tank 2 Pro. It just doesn't have the projector, but it does have these lights on there, which is designed for outdoor use, picnicking and stuff like that. Or if you're in a dark scenario, you need a light. This is very good for that. If you want to see more videos of the 8849 Hike or any 8849 devices or Unihertz devices, make sure you stay tuned and hit that notification bell and subscribe This is Eric the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the 8849 hike in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.